Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Mystery Children Podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Trey.
I am Patrick.
What number is this, guys?
I think it's 43.
43.
And if not, we'll rename it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Easy.
Yeah. Sounds good.
How's it going?
It's better.
Yeah,
I
know. A lot of things have happened.
Rough week.
Both in personal lives.
Give a shout out, Steve. What's been going on? Or at least, are you able to say that without it being
Oh,
a
yeah,
problem?
We had two cats, and one of them, he got really sick, and we had to put him down, and that shit sucked. But, it's really weird when you're in the storm of it, and this is going to sound silly to people who aren't, like, really animal lovers or give a shit, but, like, when you're, like, really close to an animal and then become, like, a part of your family, it's a different story.
For sure.
So it's like we've been, for the past 2 years, really kind of battling something for him. This cat's fucking the toughest cat, though, dude, I've ever met in my life. He's fucking dodged the Reaper 3 times. Like, he's almost died 3 times and made it out to where even the vets are like, I don't know, okay, they don't know what the fuck's going on, right? First time was before I met my wife. He ate thread, like a bunch of thread, and it knotted up in his intestines, and it cut the blood circulation off. That cut out like 3 feet of intestines, right? And they said he absolutely cannot lose any more.
Yeah.
But that's it. So he was young, he was able to recover from that. Second time was when I very first started dating her, and we were actually, all 3 of us were over at Dom's. And she called me and said something wrong with her cat, and I showed up, and he was fucking laid out on the floor and, like, not moving. And I was like, okay, so I picked him up, put him in the bed, and, like, woke up in the morning and, like, pissed the bed, right? And he was, like, in a, he was septic.
Oh, gee. Yeah.
So the fucked up thing is we took him to the vet the day before, and the vet's like, looks like there might be like something in there, but I'll just give you some antibiotics and it'll clear up. And I'm not a doctor, right? But I'm looking, I was like, that's a big mass for, I don't know what that is, but he's the doctor. So the next day that shit happens, right? And so we take him to the emergency vet, and she cuts his belly open. And the woman, we're just sitting in her office. We don't know what's going on. And she comes in, and she's fucking pissed at us. She has this, like, one of those fat syringes, right? Like, I don't know. And she squirts it on the desk in front of us. And it smells like death. And I was like, what the fuck is she doing? I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, that was in your cat, and there's a whole lot more where that came from. She's like, I don't know how you guys let it get this bad. And I was like, hold on. I was like, wait a minute. We were at the vet yesterday. Yeah. And he said that antibiotics would clear this up. And it clearly didn't. We didn't even know the extent of this. So if anything, I'm going to go have a talk with that vet after we leave here.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting me know. Cat almost died, right? And they're like, he might not make it through the night. Makes it through the night, he's good. Boom. All right, cool.
What was the liquid? It was just like...
It was
like pus?
Straight up pus, yeah. And when you go septic, I believe it gets into the bloodstream.
It's like an infection, right?
Yeah. So, and cats get it often enough because they can get scratched by another cat. And you can't see it, and then the infected area just grows, So, but then the other time was we noticed that he was breathing hard, like as if this dude was sprinting miles, And I was like, that's weird. And then I noticed that it was like getting really bad, so we took him to the vet and found out that like his body cavity was filling up with fluid, which was then putting pressure on his lungs. So there's no place for his lungs to expand and breathe. Okay. So we had it drained, and he said, I just want to warn you, a lot of cats don't survive this procedure, right? Yeah. So drained him, he was good. And then 2 weeks later, I had to take him in again because it happened again right away. And he's like, he was like, man, this happened right away. He's like, it's not looking good. He said, and so
was that the most recent bout?
No. Okay. No. And he's like, we have an ultrasound guy here that we fly in. Let's do an ultrasound, see what's going on. And they did the ultrasound. Like, I think I see a mass by his heart. I don't know. I can't really tell. Or maybe it's on his liver. Who knows? We don't know. And then so I told Ruth, you need to come here now because like he might not make it now. Yeah. And I was rushing him. I was at the point where sitting in the waiting room, and I was like, you need to fucking help my cat right now. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. Like, right?
People that have fucking dog's head like half off. Yeah. I don't fucking care about that. I don't care about that dead parrot.
Yeah. And I was like,
the dog's like,
because Kingston was the name of my cat. He was literally suffocating.
Yeah.
I was like, so the doctor
said, very much so an emergency situation.
Yeah. The doctor says, do you want to drain him? I need to know right now. Right now, you have to tell me right now. And I say, I go, drain him. And then so I was like, baby, you need to get over here. So she gets over there, They drain him, and he's good. And then
Did you guys have pet insurance, by the way?
no pet insurance, and it was a grip. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we
You have pet insurance?
We had it on Smeagol. Yeah.
I'm gonna get pet insurance.
It's like it seems silly until you
fucking need
until you
it.
have one of those animals that like Kingston has
Those procedures they're pricey,
continuous-
right?
Dude,
Bro,
they're thousands of dollars. Like each
we
time.
spent like $2,000.
Yeah.
And so God, excuse me. So he makes it through that. And so he lives through that, right?
Yeah.
And then he gives us, he's like, I don't know, here's like a Hail Mary, maybe give him a diuretic. Mm-hmm. And the diuretic did exactly what it did its job, right?
Yeah.
So 6 months later, the doctor didn't realize that we're still coming in and getting refills. And he's like, he can't be on a diuretic for 6 months.
Yeah, like a normal thing.
Oh, yeah. So he goes, I need to examine him. So we brought him in, and he's like, your cat is 100% fine. He's like, you'll probably have him for another 4 or 5 years. And then
when was that? That was
like 7 months ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we're good, right? We get married. We go on our honeymoon. We're not worried about shit. We come back, and everything's good. Months go by. And all of a sudden, like, he is, like, pissing and shitting on everything, which is out of character, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, we literally had to throw our rug out because we have concrete floors. We had to throw a rug out.
Yeah.
Because he soiled it so bad. And so basically,
See what I mean?
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
No disrespect.
yeah. So, anyways,
It's just like everywhere, dude. You
This is our world
can't
now.
escape it. That's just
right.
what it is.
By the way, that would make a hilarious skit where it's like
you can't stop.
everywhere, just like fucking just consuming you. Sorry, go ahead.
so,
No one knows
it's all
what the
good.
fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, no. But it's all good. So, like, literally, like, when you, like, he wouldn't go to the bathroom in his regular cat box, which we have 2 huge cats, right? So we had, like, a shipping container. We had a storage container filled with, like, litter and everything. So Ruth went and got him, like, a regular size one just for him.
Yeah.
And, like, when he go, like, take shit, he would basically be straight up just pure liquid, right? And I was like, oh, man. And so he was, like, shitting everywhere. So we get a rug doctor. We clean the rug and everything as soon as we're done cleaning it. And honestly, it didn't really help.
Oh, thank you.
Like, we went down the
I don't know.
hall.
That's funny to me. A rug doctor. A guy comes to your house. He's like, "There's shit on your rug."
Rug
Yeah.
is shit.
Yeah, man. I know.
That'll be $500.
So we go to throw, like, some trash out and everything.
Yeah.
And we're just cleaning up. We come back. We just packed up the rug doctor to take it back over to Ralph's or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a giant pile of shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Wiped it up, threw it in the toilet, flushed it, rolled that rug up, threw it in the fucking garbage, right?
You didn't. I would have just rolled it up. I wouldn't even have.
I just do
whatever.
it was
If it's going in the trash, roll that caca up.
no. It wasn't stable enough. We would have had.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Oh my God, this is an amazing rug.
Oh, that's a free rug. He takes it home. Someone takes it home, unrolls it. There's just the nasty.
Today is my lucky. Today is my lucky day.
the funny
Honey, bring the kids into the living room.
It's unveiling. We're gonna unveil this rug I just found.
But the funny thing is, like, we were waiting for the elevator, right?
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
elevator opens up, and there's a dude in there. And I was like, don't worry about it, man. We'll catch the next one. And the was like, come on. I want to get, we're tired. I'm like, okay. So we come in, and it's a small elevator. It's literally a 3-person elevator. And we're holding this fucking 8x10 rug in there. It's all rolled up. He's sitting there, and we're just like, just quiet, right? And he, like, we've never seen this dude ever before. Met him.
You sniff it? Did he catch
he
it?
goes like this. He goes, is that cat piss? And I was like, yeah, sorry, man. He's like, holy shit. He's like, oh my God. And he's like, man, the door opened up and the dude bounced, right? Like, I don't blame him. It was really fucking
He got
bad.
off on a middle floor just to get away from it.
It was worth it.
Yeah. So we get rid of that thing, and then we have to buy fucking tarps for our sofa and our chairs because dude's pissing on those, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, we're tired, man. We're fucking exhausted, and eventually he stops because we changed his diet. We figured out his diet, and he saw it again, and we're like, fuck yeah, dude, we tackled that.
Yeah.
We're good. And then a couple weeks after that, he starts breathing hard, and I was like, nah, man. That can't be
fuck.
real. Because before it was like he was just skinny. This time he got skinny and he got his lungs all filled up. And I was like, fuck. I was like, we got hit from both sides. Yeah. And I was like, and then I texted you guys. Guys, when I came home and I was gonna go to jiu-jitsu and I saw him, I was like, man, he's in such bad shape. I don't think so. And we didn't think he was gonna make it through the night.
Yeah. I mean, was he still walking around?
He's still walking around. He's still walking around. He's still
But you could just tell that.
Dude, he looked like he just been chased by the cops and he barely got away fucking through a goddamn gauntlet. You know, like he was a mess. And still trying to be in good spirits, you know what I mean? He was eating. He was going to the bathroom, but he would get really exhausted. And if you accidentally bumped him, he'd fall over. And it got to the point that night where we couldn't even be in the same room with him because it was like so heartbreaking. Like he was like, and he was just kept trying to roll around and trying to find a position to where he can catch his breath.
Jesus!
And
that sucks. Man.
Yeah,
dude, and I can't even go into the details of how. I mean, we had an at-home euthanasia.
Yeah,
but it was hard because
so he was euthanized.
And
they do that.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly it's probably the best thing you could do.
Was that pricey?
Yeah, it was pricey, but it was worth it. The thing is like you normally have to book it 2 days in advance, and I was like, I said, listen, we don't have 2 days. He will not make it. He's literally gonna suffocate, and when we take him out of the apartment, to go to the vet, he panics. He probably die literally on the way to the vet. I was like, we cannot do this, you know. And so we found someone who was like,
Did you just like Google that shit?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's someone that a friend of ours used, and they said that we weren't in their area, so we just started Googling it, and we found someone who's like, all right, we'll come there, but we can't get there till 5 o'clock. In the afternoon. Dude, that countdown was so painful.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like just waiting for the Reaper to knock on the fucking door, you know?
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
The guy coming to take your cat away.
So we're sitting
there. Did he seem to know? Something was...
It was weird. So he's a cat who doesn't like to be fussed with or anything. Like he doesn't bite or scratch or anything. He'll just like squirm away from you. Yeah. But so dude, I just gave him some mortadella. I gave him some fucking Munster. You know, I was just feeding him whatever. I was like, here, man.
Of course.
You know,
whatever.
Yeah, and so he was hanging out in the kitchen, which is his favorite place in the whole apartment. He loves the kitchen, right? And so then he got done eating or whatever, and he sat on his favorite blanket on the couch, and then Ruth told me they're here. Like she goes, I'm sorry, and I was like, fuck, I can't. Like borderline panic attack. And I was like, fucking shit. Okay. So they come up. And they walk in, and I'm looking at them like, I don't know about you two, right? Like, and they could tell. But I was, like, emotional about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, calm down. And, like, they're just here to, you know, do the thing. And, he was kind of giving himself a bath. And I was like, fuck, wait a minute. Is he okay? So I go, you know, right when we're getting ready to do the thing, the first what they do is they give him a sedative to, like, a deep one where they're fucking gone, right? I go, hold on. I was like, they put him to sleep, and they said, we'll give you 10 minutes, you know, whatever. And his back was to me, like, and Ruth was kind of by his face, and I was like, I want to see him, his face. I want to be able to see me. So when I stand up, he, like, looks up, and he looks around, like, really quick. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm here. And like, he puts his head in my hand, and I was like, it's all right, buddy. You can go to sleep. It's okay. And as soon as, like, I said that, like, it was really weird. His head got really heavy, and I was like, oh, shit. But his eyes were open. Yeah. And so I was like, oh. And they came in, they're like, okay. And I was like, his eyes are still open. They're like, oh, they're not going to close because it's such a...
it's such a heavy
sedative. He's not going to... See how he's not blinking?
Fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah. See how he's not blinking? I was like, oh, shit. I go, okay, I'm asking you a crazy question, you know, and I don't care. Like, do you think there's anything we could have done or anything? And then, like, well, he's clearly, like, super skinny. Like, he should not... I'm surprised he's in this skinny, and he's breathing. He's very stressed. He can barely breathe. Yeah. And then the doctor, which was, like, some older foreign... Like, I say older foreign man, like, only because I couldn't place his accent. Yeah. But he was like, And he, like, brought his stethoscope, and he was, like, listening to... And he goes, You know what? There's something wrong with his heart. And he goes, and it might be a mass, and that would make sense as to why... his body's filling up with fluid. It's like a reaction to it. Yeah. And he goes, I go, okay, so there's nothing we could have done. He's like, not with a cat. Like, it's not a human. Yeah. He's like, you can't do any sort of surgery.
Yeah.
He's like, literally, it's just a matter of time. And I was like, well, after he said that, I was like, okay, let's do it. You know. And from there, it gets hard.
Yeah.
But it was seamless. His passing was seamless, and it's probably the best thing ever. Because, like, imagine taking your pet to, like...
It was painless.
Yeah, it was painless.
The ending, at least, yeah.
It was painless, but also, like, imagine taking your cat to, like, or your animal to the vet where they're scared, and there's all kinds of barking, loud noises, weird smells, and they're freaking out. Dude, if they're in their home, it's the best thing.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know either until they told me. At work, they told me about it.
It's hard enough to get a person euthanized, let alone...
Shit.
Dude,
that day will come, though. That day will come.
Yeah.
You just make a call. By the way, like I'm happy that I had my cat before because I've had cats when I was younger, but like one cat because like
how did Smeagol look? I mean,
that was hard, man.
Okay.
That was a hard.
That
one.
was a tough one.
That was a tough one because it was like it happened like that. Like it was like something was wrong with him. We took him to the vet. They're like, no, he has a blood clot.
You said what? Didn't his hind legs stop working or something along those lines?
Yeah. It was.
And that's
it was
usually
not,
a telltale sign with any
cool.
animal that.
Yeah.
Did you guys get him euthanized or did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fucked because it was just like he was alive and then he was dead.
It's like that.
Like that was, but like he wasn't in declining health. You know what I mean? It was just one day there was something really fucked up, and it's like, no, it's not. There's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, so we have to put him down, like he's dead. Yeah. And I'm like, I would never find a connection with like a cat had we never had Smeagol. And Smeagol was like, he was a hair.
Yeah.
You guys remember Smeagol?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. I mean,
He was an awesome cat.
So awesome. In fact, we have an 8x10 in the front room, and we also have his ashes and a paw print of his fucking. We really fucking love that cat.
We're literally doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
We're doing the same exact thing. And
what I was gonna say, did they take care of like the body and everything?
All that. It's kind of fucked up because I mean it makes sense, I guess. I don't know, but if you can either do communal cremation or single. Yeah. I'm like, I don't want like some hamster ashes in there with like fucking.
We said that when we got it's in a really nice box. I'm like, these could be anything. There could be parrot bones in there. And they're like, well, I wouldn't know.
It's true because so we paid for a single. Hopefully they'll honor it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Hopefully they honor it.
Chipotle chicken ashes.
Yeah. There's the old cigar in there. But.
Cigar ash.
But we're getting the paw print.
The paw print is really nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get the I'm gonna frame it like you did. I was gonna ask you how you guys did that, and it's funny. It sounds really silly to maybe to some people, but other people who
it literally. Had I never had that fucking cat, I would be like in my head like, well, that's Steve. But like if you were just some random stranger telling me, I'd be like. The cat, bruh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But like, I would be insensitive to it.
It's actually amazing that there's so many options. Once
your
cat,
so many ways to immortalize them.
Once you're like, your pet
totally
ends there, is nearing the end. I didn't know about any of this stuff.
Yeah,
if I knew about some of this stuff, I would have probably thought a little bit more on my toes when Maxwell.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a different situation given that I just found him dead.
Yeah.
It wasn't like ushering him into the next, phase or whatever. Literally, I'm walking in. I'm like, oh shit, he's done.
I'll tell you, it's a pretty powerful moment. Just the only way I can come up with is when the last breath.
Yeah.
And you're
and
it's not moving like anymore, and it is very dark. Like, but the more time goes by, the more I see like he was suffering, and I was kind of being selfish in a sense.
Yeah.
And when he hit like a really bad point where I was like, it's time, it's time. Yeah. But like, I think if I would have done it any sooner though too, like I wouldn't have felt okay about it because this cat's pulled through so many times. That cat has beaten the Reaper at a game of cards so many fucking times. Like he's going to pull through on this one.
Something I wanted to ask you, is Rue acting any different?
He's sad, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. I was like, because
he's such a jerk to Kingston so many times.
But they were dicks to each other for sure.
Yeah,
but they
that's sad though.
That's all they had was each other. When we weren't there. And I was like, so we let Rue be in the room with us because I didn't want him looking for him.
Yeah.
So once he passed, they stepped back outside and we were just there for a minute. Rue came walking up. And I was like, his pupils were huge. He's like, what's happening? And then like he crawled up on the couch a little bit and he like was looking at him and he like smelled his legs and he was like, and he like slowly sat back down and I was just like, what? And I was like, okay, so it's probably time because he saw him, he sees what's happening, and they wrapped him up in a towel that we gave him, and they took him away. But he still is at times looking for him.
Yeah, of course,
breaks my heart.
Yeah.
At night he'll wake up and he'll look into the darkness and be like, I'm like,
that's like that also like that's fucking hard to see.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, because I know Kuma knew when Smeagol was gone.
Yeah,
like and he was like looking for him and stuff. And you're like, oh, man,
yeah, it fucking sucks. Yeah,
there's no like,
there's like it humanizes these things. I mean,
of course,
sometimes you get off track and you start to see them as, they're subhuman or whatever. I mean, some people see them that way, but then you have these traits and things that kind of like, that little like thread that weaves between all living things. Loss and I
mean, there's compassion amongst all species, right? And the thing is like almost all species. Yeah, some of them are fucking straight ruthless, but he's not really eating that much. And he's not really going to the bathroom as much as he normally does. So like I've been keeping an eye on him with that shit. And he's been fucking mopey. He's like, and I'm like, I didn't think it would happen like that. I was like, he'll be like, and he'll muscle through it. And I'm like, I didn't think you'd be like acting different.
Take it like that, yeah.
Do you or Ruth want another cat?
So we do want something at some point in time. It's like too soon for sure, right? But we might have to make it happen sooner than we actually want for Rue.
Yeah.
Because like he's kind of like dragging his heels, man. It's weird. You could physically see.
Would you only do one more, or are you guys set on two, or would you do?
No, we
like having two collectively, or would you do three?
We would. I was thinking that we would do maybe a female cat because we always had two boys, and then maybe a dog.
Okay.
We might go that route, but I'm not sure yet. We're trying to. I mean, fuck, man, it's so fresh, I mean, it's funny because like it has cast like a little dark cloud, and then we just like keep trying to lighten the mood and make things better, And we had him for she had him for 11 years. I had him for 9.
I know with her, I know it's hard with her.
Yeah, I mean, like it was waves.
My mom was fucking. I'm talking about all the way depressed.
Yeah, dude.
For a good, like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Where I had to ask her personally, are you good? Or, I mean, obviously you're not good, but are you good enough that this isn't going to go, to a place that it doesn't need to go?
Oh man, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, humans form, intense bonds with animals, especially dogs and cats.
Well, I think that, I've known my mom for fucking over 50 years, and that's the closest. I mean, I don't think before Maxwell, she's never had a personal pet,
Oh, okay.
And so that was her first and only personal pet that she garnered like that type of emotion toward, So once he was gone, I mean, obviously, we have 2 younger dogs, but they're newer.
Yeah.
And so he'd been around for such a long time. And, my mom, you have guys coming in and out every few years or whatever. But for the most part, I think like the staple in her life has been Maxwell.
Oh,
and then all of a sudden he was gone.
That's a recurring story, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh man,
like that animals are like the constant in a lot of people's lives. And what do animals show for you except for unconditional love?
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't give a fuck about whatever. You come home, they're so happy to see you.
You'd be super fucking just whatever, and they're just all about you.
When I go to the park, I see dudes like treating dog like shit, and the dog is like, "It's cool.
Yeah,
I still got you." Like, that's crazy.
And we definitely feel the void. It's strange. Like you feel like something's missing. I'm like, God damn it! It's hard to push through it. And it sounds like we're talking about. I don't know, but it was an impact on us. And
of course, yeah.
But this past 2 days have been like normal.
That's good, man.
So it's good. But yeah, man. There's that, and but everything else in life is good.
When Kuma goes, I want his skull. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I really
That's
do.
going to be fucking dope.
I do want his skull to be
honest.
My
God. That
dense, huge fucking skull.
He has a fucking predator head. Because that's so fucking big.
Initially, I told Sarah I wanted to just get a straight up taxidermied one of him just sitting. And then if somehow they could install like a dish on top of his head to just drop my keys.
Or, you're like a bowl of nuts and just like fucking...
Just me and my dog. Dude, yeah, but I do want his skull somehow.
Is he alive? No.
No, he looks it though, right?
Dead for 17 years.
Quality taxidermy.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's illegal, but I want to keep his skull somehow.
Yeah,
and put it in a box. I'll put it up on the wall just like I did with Smeagol's handprint.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's some wild shit.
I love that dog. Like I really do. I mean, it sucks that he's taking a back seat to my kids.
This is
but,
my deceased
my
dog
kid.
skull.
Yeah. I mean, what? How else do you say I love you to a dog after he's dead, other than keep his skeleton?
I never skimp.
I did. You know what though? And I've seen such cool like things done with like taxidermy on like Instagram and stuff. I'm like, damn, that would be fucking cool actually. Like just have them. Like,
I didn't know shit about taxidermy. I didn't even know it was called taxidermy until we had Christian Monger's class. Remember those two like those weird ass like fashiony Kanye dudes.
Yeah, who were like super rich, but like they dressed like they
would every time they would take photos, it would be taxidermy something or other, like an old Latin grandmother in the back, like
antelope or some shit.
It was always random. It would be like a live person and then something dead but stuffed in the background.
Well, the art of taxidermy is like so interesting though, because when you see them, I mean, those people, they're kind of like med students almost.
Yeah.
Because when they take apart things, they literally have to pull things away and be very intimate with the macabre, you know? Like it'd be like peeling like your face back and be like, this makes this do this. And you're totally fine with it.
You have to put it right back how you found it.
Put it back perfectly. They make casts of things, like they're sculptors also, you know? It's like it's a fucking art for sure.
Yeah, didn't they do like a hamster village or something like that? They did like a bunch of
squirrels. Every animal's been taxidermied at some point.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Taxidermy a T-Rex?
Yeah.
They should have.
They should have. Actually, there was a Jackass skit where Johnny Knoxville took his grandmother to all these taxidermy place. And he was like, I want her to be taxidermy. And he's like, Grandma, do the pose. And like, she's glasses, holding out her hand. Yeah, and it's funny because I was like, I don't think this is legal. And he's talking to like his guy in the back. He's like, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it for you. I'm like, they were willing to break the law for this guy. He's like, I just really love her, man. You know,
they did some wild shit in those movies. Those movies were insane, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Who did he fight? Remember when he fought someone?
Butterbean.
Yeah, oh my god,
he fought Butterbean, and
so bad.
Butterbean is a scare. Is he dead now?
I believe so. Did he break his jaw? Or he did something really bad.
Who really won?
All I know is when he knocked him out, Johnny Knoxville was snoring. And
I remember that, but I remember him waking up and something was really where he had to go to the hospital.
I'm sure they had to go get a CAT scan.
It was like a broken jaw or a fractured jaw or something along those lines.
That shit is not worth it.
No, man. You can't let a guy like that hit you full steam in the face.
Holy shit. No.
No, you can't.
Oh, man. That's fucking crazy. So, I mean, woo. That's the week so far. Went to jiu-jitsu. Man, this is my belt of getting fucked up. I am getting fucked up by everybody all the time. And I'm like, damn. I'm like taking ass whoopings. Like,
You listen to the Jean-Jacques Machado?
Oh, it's really good.
Joe Rogan?
I started it.
I started it, yeah, but I haven't listened to it.
It's really good. He tells like the story of like how they split and stuff, and how I think like how the Gracies are connected to his family,
right? Because they're cousins, right, or something like that.
So I think he said like
there's somebody in his family who's married to his
mother's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what it is that one of the Gracies, one of the like founding Gracies,
he had like 7 wives.
He had 7 wives, and then his mother was the 6th wife or something along those lines.
No, his mother's sister was that wife.
Was his mother's sister? Okay.
Yeah. Huh. But like they always said, he's always like, it was never about like my name. We always knew like the Gracies were the dudes, you know, like.
Dude, he was talking about how gracious what's his name Chuck Norris is.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. That was really cool. I guess they met Chuck Norris was introduced to them by somebody he knew.
Yeah.
And once he met them and he started to train with them.
Yeah.
He fell
in their garage in Redondo
he fell in
Beach.
love. He fell in love with the grappling so much that I mean, it was like down the line. I don't know if it was a year or so or something. Into him training, he showed up at their pad one day and he was like, "Hey man, I want to take you guys out." And where was it? Like in Encino,
someplace in the valley,
Topanga area, Encino, Topanga area. But he took them out there and he had this like storefront or whatever. He had this storefront and it had mats down and everything. It was kind of like all of the precursors to
like a gym,
a gym, or or a jiu-jitsu school. And they were like, "Oh, this is really cool, man. Is this where you train?" And he was like, "Well, no, this is your spot now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And he did that because it was so far for him to drive all the way to Redondo to train in their fucking garage.
Yeah,
and he's like,
he gave them their first place.
Yeah.
He gave them their first place.
That's fucking dope.
And it's really dope.
It sucks because then they say they initially started it under the Gracie name.
Yeah.
And the Gracies.
And then Horian
had a lawyer calling him. Yeah,
no,
Horian was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And he called them. He was like, you can't use the Gracie name. You're fine with using Machado.
And it's fucked up because it's like they're cousins basically, you know? It's like, he's like, no, you can't use the name. It's getting too big and like, yeah, so.
But I guess I understand it at that point.
I understand it, but it's also kind of fucking greedy at the same time.
Because, they were talking about in Brazil how people were usurping that name as
totally.
as a way to kind of draw in, a customer base or
people are still doing that today. Like, Gracie, like competitors, people are taking the Gracie name and they're actually not Gracies.
Yeah. I mean, what do you got?
But it was really cool. It was a real cool testament to like
students. They were
Norris.
trying to draw in students by using the Gracie name. And at that point, I mean, if you were a Gracie, it was automatic. Hell yeah, I want to. I would love to fucking join your school.
Yeah.
It could have been like me. I'm Leroy Gracie.
Yeah, your great uncle got freaky with the black skin. Yeah, man, it was really cool though. It was especially cool to hear something like Chuck Norris is actually that dude. You know what I mean? Like he's a gracious guy and he's a real nice guy.
Everybody who says things about Chuck Norris have very good things to say about him, and not just about his character, but they say he's a legit fucking martial artist. He's actually a good, he's well trained, and and he can do a lot of the things that he did on screen as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because he's the black belt in jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I mean, he's a multiple-time world champion in taekwondo or karate. Multiple-time karate champion. Dude, I got a chance to. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw a little bit of Quentin Tarantino's new movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've been hearing some good things about it.
It's pretty good. It's really heavy on the dialogue. It's it's really, really extremely heavy on the dialogue.
I like dialogue in Tarantino movies though, so I'm kind of excited.
But it has moments where you go, oh, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's a moment where the actor who plays Bruce Lee, he has an interaction with the stuntman character from the movie, and I'm almost sure that stuntman character is loosely based on Gene LaBelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. So they have an interaction on the set, and fucking Bruce Lee is like, in typical Bruce Lee fashion, he's tooting his own horn, and I'm so fast, and I can do this, and I can do that. I can kill a man with one punch. And the stuntman, I forget the guy's name, but he's like, oh, okay, really, you're really that fast and that powerful, okay? He's like, okay, well let's have a best 2 out of 3 match. And so for the first time that they decide this is gonna happen, Bruce Lee kicks the shit out of him really fast, before he can even react. So he gets that one, and the stuntman gets that, and he's like, okay, you got that one. Takes his jacket off. And the next time Bruce Lee comes in for a kick.
I like that for the first time. He's like, I should be cool with this jacket on for an actual fight.
Yeah. So the second time that Bruce Lee comes in for a punch, he snatches Bruce Lee up and throws him into a fucking nearing car. Like, throws him into the side of a car.
Like Street Fighter, Jesus Christ.
Throws him into the side of a car and dents the fucking side passenger, the whole side passenger. Well, I'm sorry, the driver's side door.
Yeah.
Dents the shit completely in, and then Bruce Lee goes, "Oh, okay, so you really bringing that fucking heat," and then it gets split up by security on set.
Yeah, they're probably like, dude, like you can't fuck up the main star of the movie.
And then I guess recently there were like Shannon Lee, which is his daughter, and I forget his widow's name. But they came out and they were speaking about how they didn't like the way he was portrayed.
Oh, I see.
In that particular scene,
right?
Because it makes him seem pompous and like a jerk.
He was kind of like that.
People say that. I mean, from all reports, he was a little bit pompous. But I guess their logic was that he had to be that way because he was operating in in a system that was extremely racist.
I kind of believe that. I kind of
It's operating in a system that was extremely racist, and they were used to looking down, especially upon
Asians,
the small
shit.
Asian dude.
Yeah.
And not only that, but especially like Asians in comparison to the big brawny American, it was kind of thought of that there was no way that he could ever be as tough as a fucking American, martial artist. So they were saying that he had to carry himself in that way, because if he didn't carry himself in that way, they would have looked down on him, as they did many Asian stuntmen or stars who tried to, move the needle before, he was in the place that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
That makes sense too, because you're like, you have to walk around and kind of peacock a little bit, because you're like, don't look down on me, bro. I'm fucking rich and I'll fuck you up too.
Yeah.
Or else someone will be spitting on him. I remember from that what was that? Was it Enter the Dragon? Not Enter the Dragon. It was the one that was made post death, and
I think it's not Chinese Connection. It's Game of Death.
No, not Bruce Lee's not even in it. It's the one where they're showing his life story. I forgot the fucking
you're talking
name
about
of it. But like he's at the movies with his wife at the time, and they're like, they're portraying a Chinaman on there, and the guy's
it might just be called Dragon.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
And at that time they were shitting on everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, you're Asian, you got the buck teeth with the fucking thick Coke bottle glasses and everything. Yeah. And he probably wasn't trying to have that shit.
It's the Asian blackface, right?
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna shift gears into something fucking sad, but I mean, like, we are post like double mass shootings here in the U.S.
Yeah,
I think we would be remiss to not talk about that.
Yeah.
Who the fuck shoots up a garlic festival?
Dude, have you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, three. I'm sorry, three.
Oh, so there's a third one.
There's a third one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The
fucking garlic festival.
Gilroy
Like, really?
Garlic Festival.
Yeah.
In California.
Killed a
been there.
6-year-old
El Paso,
boy.
Texas, and Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah. I passed through Gilroy with
Was one out of school?
No, I don't think so. No.
with Dom, and we were passing through. I was like, dude, why are there mounds of garlic around here? He's like, oh, it's Gilroy. Like, Gilroy's known for their garlic.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I didn't know it was a thing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's such a small place, like, so everyone's probably there hanging out. It starts unloading. But I heard why, I guess. Was it because like his sister was dating like a black man or something like that?
I actually
That's
don't
always
know
a reason to kill someone.
the details of.
Yeah, it was somebody.
Get me heated.
Dude, it was like something.
Jill's doing what?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. It
At a
is really
festival
sad.
celebrating a vegetable, though.
Yeah, come on. Yeah,
That's fucked
Did
up.
you guys see the video of Times Square where?
A car backfired, right?
Yeah, and then
Motherfuckers
dude,
rode out.
everyone started running.
That's the new.
Can I just say though, the way those people are running, they're all dead. They are running so slow. I was like, you guys are running slow.
Yeah.
How many people of color did you see in that group?
Dude, probably not that many, dude.
Yeah, because
not that many.
they run.
Yeah, I was like, why is everyone running so slow? I'll tell you right now, if something was jumping off,
Yeah.
Ruth and I would be gone so fast. I'd be out.
You'd be like, I'd probably be gone. I'd have to come back for Ruth.
I'd be dragging her by her arm.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
fucked up part. Like, I would hope that Sarah just wouldn't be there. 'Cause
Yeah.
A, she's pregnant, and B, she's fucking super slow.
Yeah.
And I'd burn out. I'd be gone.
PJ,
I'd be gone.
wait.
Dude,
I'm like, why do I'm running as fast as I can. You just
Okay, save yourself.
Dude, I'll parkour over shit. Dude, I'll be gone.
Including people. If there's a person in front of me,
I'll step on their face and be out of
I'll
there.
pull them behind me and make sure that I'm like in line with them, so that
They catch one to the middle.
shot them.
No, but something happens, people better be running fast. 'Cause I'll tell
Yeah.
you, I'm going to be running fast.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So
I'm weary of going to like big events now.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Shit's crazy, man.
Somebody was speaking to me at work about that shit. They were like, "Man, you can't do anything nowadays." And I was thinking, you can't.
That's what they want.
You can't
That's what they want to
You can't go to
happen
a party. You can't go to a fucking like culinary event.
No.
You can't go to a
a
concert.
music festival.
No. You can't go to anything. That's just gonna get shot up. It's really sad. That's the sad thing. Is
Yeah,
that,
that sucks, man.
That a backfire would
would say-
elicit that type of response
Right.
where already people are going, "Somebody's shooting.
Yeah.
I'm out."
Because that's the thing. I was like, I'm gonna say it weird, but like our nation is so scarred by mass shootings that car backfires and hundreds of people run.
Yeah.
It was hundreds of people, dude. It was like a carpet of people running. I have to say, no one fell down and got stomped on, which is pretty impressive. But they're also running really slow. So like, I don't know.
In some weird way, if something went down near me, I would hope that like I would not be in the line of shooting, and I would somehow be able to stop that person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
I think about that all the time. That's such a tough decision.
Oh, I would have to.
You're behind the guy, and he pulls out a gun.
He's getting zangy. That's for sure. Like I'm just picking him up. I'm slamming him right onto his fucking head.
I'm trying to smack the fucking gun out, or just hit that dude in the back of his head as hard as I fucking can, and just hope he drops
with the machete.
Yeah, so if you had a machete, for sure, lop that head right off. But I'm thinking of just power suplexing him.
I'm trying to smack that dude with everything I have and just hope his body gives out on him.
Yeah, you have to think. You're like, this has to be a one hitter.
Yeah, it has to. I'm sparing no fucking power.
Yeah,
I'm giving him everything I have and just hope he goes out.
You gotta hope he doesn't.
And if he doesn't, and he turns around, then I'm like, well, that's that.
That's all you got. It's over. Yeah, like, fuck. Yeah,
just go for that gun, man. I mean, that's all you can really do. You know.
Even for the gun,
I don't even want to touch.
Yeah, what if he's a lot stronger than you think?
Like you said,
you like grab it. He's like, no,
punch
motherfucker.
him everything you have right in the neck.
Yeah,
just crush him.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we can come up with fun scenarios all day, but
tell somebody to squat in front of him and just be like, yeah, just
schoolyard push.
Gun goes flying, stupid.
Dude, that's a legit move.
Well, that'd be dope because then you could take him in alive and like now you get to pay for what you did.
Stomp his face out. Stomp him hard.
I'm sure no one will fucking.
But to do that shit, you have to like choreograph that shit with the person who he's looking at, and you know that person is just gonna look at you and then have that motherfucker look at you too. You stupid motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, I'm going down. And push him. Yeah, he shoots in the air because he falls over. You know, like.
Yeah, man, it's scary.
It's really scary.
And but here's the thing that I'm kind of annoyed that's getting downplayed is I think is a little more as the stories are getting like more detailed that the El Paso shooting was clearly like a white nationalist or a white supremacist who purposely targeted this Walmart in El Paso because of its Hispanic and Latino community. And I mean, I know more than just Latinos got killed, but that was their sole purpose, was to go there and to kill minorities. Yeah. And the fucked up thing, like when I sent you that thing that Trump said, like, oh, we need to end white supremacy. Like, this is you, bro. You're at fault. The blood of those people is on your fucking hands because you're emboldening these stupid fucks to come out of the woodworks now and to take. I mean, that's my view on it.
And the fucked up thing is that sometimes, I mean, obviously, he's racist to some degree. But you wonder if he's pandering to a crowd where he's going, I'm going to say everything they want me to say. I'm going to, kind of bring their desires and ideals out into the light, for political gain. Right. And then
it backfired on
it backfires and you look like, holy shit, these motherfuckers are really out here killing people. In my name or in the ideal of making America great again. Right. And even that slogan
smacks
ridiculous.
Of racism.
Not only does it smack of racism, but the idea that America isn't great or wasn't great before, and now because you have all of these racial or bigoted ideals that are attached to your political campaign, that somehow is generating greatness in the future. Yeah. For what, man?
No, he's the figurehead.
We definitely don't need any more division in any sense.
Everything that guy said is divisive. And then some shit happens, then he's like, we need to come together. Yeah. Choose a fucking side, dude. Either you want us all together or you fucking don't. You know?
That's why I believe he's doing this just to do it. I think he needs votes.
Momentum. He's creating that momentum for those people, for those nut jobs who are sitting there like, yeah, he's right. I'm tired of these fucking Mexicans, build that fucking wall. Like, he is the person. He is the fucking person. And that's why, like, when I have family members who are Trump supporters, I'm like, are you that fucking stupid? Are you really that stupid to buy into that shit? You think he's a good person? You think what he's saying and what he's doing are good things?
To be honest, anybody who buys into, especially American politics in general, political systems, I I kind of have a little bit of like, really? This shit moves you like that? All of it is a drama. This is all fucking. Yeah. This is anything that could be written. Like opera. This is all soap opera. All of this stuff could be written, and you're just like fucking tied into this shit. You know, hook, line, and sinker. You're falling for all of this stuff. All of these people are they're in the business of telling you what you want to hear.
Right.
Period.
Of course. Yeah.
You know, all of this stuff about pardoning student loan debts. That shit's not gonna fucking happen.
Man,
Navient will come for me till the day I die.
Yeah, they're just telling people what they want to hear, and then Kamala Harris will get in, and she'll be like, "Oh, well, I passed it through Congress, and it was vetoed."
They said no.
I'm almost scared of how many Democratic candidates there are, because even if you have 4 hopefuls, that's kind of fucked, because you're like, then you're splitting, then you're killing the odds against the people who are running against Trump. You know what I mean? Like you're weighing it out in his favor.
Who's running with Trump in terms of like party?
No idea.
Because I haven't heard anybody on that side. It seems like they're just stacking the deck for somebody to beat him.
All I know is they're all the shining hopefuls, and not even because I vote Democrat most of the time, is that it are all people who I think would be good for the position. But if all 3 of us think someone different is dope for that position, it's going to be like, there are going to be still more dum-dums out there who are going to vote for Trump again and put him in office again. And I don't know how much more this world's pot can be stirred with this guy. You know, like, hey, come at us, North Korea, come at us, Russia. We don't really want people who have like warheads and shit, like...
Yeah,
stop fucking fronting on people like
not with somebody like him
in every fucking way.
I didn't even know. Like I was watching a documentary on like the Cuban Missile Crisis with John F. Kennedy, and I didn't know that against a lot of like the high military officials' orders, John F. Kennedy during that time, even though he was fronting from cameras and basically saying that, like, look, if you guys push the button, then we're going to be forced to push the button even fucking, like, harder than you guys are doing it. Yeah. He actually was speaking to a lot of the people who were, like, involved in that situation becoming nuclear. Yeah. Nuclear.
That's right. I fuck it up all the time.
Yeah, nuclear. And he fucking negotiated a peace treaty behind... behind everything, behind that front in the media. Yeah. He basically...
I'm sure there's so many things going on behind the scenes.
He basically was speaking to, like, the ranking officials in Russia and said, like, look, dude, if you press this button, you lose, we lose, every fucking body loses. Yeah. You know? We're going to kill humanity. Right. You know, for some dumb shit, for a dick swinging contest.
Basically, yeah.
Is this something you really want to do? And they understood that. And I think that's those type of like sensibilities. That's the type of person you want leading you. Yeah. If you're gonna appoint someone to lead you, you want to have somebody who's at least looking at the broader.
Trump doesn't have the mental
picture,
fitness to have the responsibilities that he has. He just doesn't. He's too irrational. He's too fucking like
emotional.
He's too emotional. He's too reactive. Like, you don't want someone like that.
Well, reactive is the thing. You know, it's reactive. He did this, so I'm definitely going to do that. Rather than going, look, what is this? Is this going to benefit anybody in the long run?
I wish someone would openly talk shit to him. That's the annoying part. When he talks shit to people, like, why don't people just talk to him like the same? I get it. Like, you want to take the high roaded shit. Yeah.
I'm like, I think because they know he's a fucking he a wild dude, cowboy. Dude. He'll get us in some shit quick.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Did you guys see the interview he did about wine?
No.
He's like, I mean, I'm gonna fuck it up, but he's like, they're saying they're gonna put like a tariff on France and like their wine import.
Yeah.
He's like, I think American wine's way better than French wine, anyways.
And he would say some stupid shit like that.
He goes, I mean, I don't drink wine, but I don't like the way. I think he says this. So I don't want to quote me. He's like, I like the way American wine bottles look better. I was like,
for what? Like, why would you even say that?
We're in fucking trouble.
Yeah, he says a lot of fucking crazy, wild ass things.
Yeah, no information.
We're in trouble.
But you're speaking.
Yeah, you're speaking on it as the authority on it.
It was weird. I was like, whoa.
I mean, I'm not a fucking sommelier, but I'm pretty sure France has the top wines in the world, just bar none.
Do you really think he's that dumb? See, I don't think. I think he's just saying what people want to hear from.
No, I don't think he's dumb. I think he's just super ill-informed.
Yeah. So I don't think he's dumb.
He can't even be that ill-informed. American wine? Like, come on, dog.
Well, he's ill-informed.
I'm not that smart, but really?
And he's like your classic
But he has to always...
yeehaw American, you know what I mean?
He has to have an answer
America
for
better.
everything.
Yeah,
That's what it is. This man, you probably know nothing about tractors, right? Yeah. But someone fucking corners you on live television about tractors, and you're like, I like the Deere tractors the best because the color green is really nice. I grew up, you're like, you had something. You just had to say something. Instead of like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. I just know that this move right here puts us at an advantage. That's all I had to fucking say.
Yeah.
I don't even like French wine. I like American wine.
He's such a pompous fucking dick, dude. That's
really
what I hate.
Yeah. I forget who I was watching. I was watching somebody's stand-up special, and they took the whole crowd, specifically this one guy in the crowd, they took him down this long-ass road where they were like, hey, man, did you guys hear about blah, blah, blah? It was happening in the news earlier today, and so-and-so said X, Y, and Z. And he looked at this particular guy, and the guy was like, oh, yeah, I definitely heard about that.
Yeah.
And then the dude in the crowd even started like, he just made up some shit.
You're talking about Aziz Ansari.
There we go.
And you're talking about the Pizza Hut.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And then after he was like, you know what's crazy? I just made all of that shit up. And I was like, dude,
You put the dude on this fucking spot.
Dude, like really? He followed this dude. He followed this dude down the longest corridor ever.
He walked. He walked willingly into it.
Willingly down the corridor.
Yeah, he was like,
just lied.
Did you guys hear about the Pizza Hut scandal where they did the pepperoni in the sign of a swastika?
Yeah.
And people were like, oh no, and the guy's like, yeah.
He even asked him, he said, he's like, oh, when did you see it? And dude was like, oh yeah, I think I saw it this past Wednesday. He was like, I remember seeing it this past Wednesday. He's like, I just made all that shit up.
He's like, no, you didn't.
But see, that's the thing. Like, people are so easily swayed, through misinformation.
Weird.
Like, people just take anything they hear on television or the internet. Don't try and cross-reference it. Don't try and cite sources. They're just like, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
the reason why I said it is because Steve was saying how Trump is probably just unwilling to say, "Oh no, I don't know."
Yeah,
exactly.
Just unwilling to say, "I don't know."
Exactly.
And in that same situation, that guy had two different routes he could have taken, and he could have said, "Totally didn't hear about it at all," and been fine. But he's in the crowd, so all these people around. This guy who's on stage is speaking specifically to him, and obviously, he doesn't want to be the guy who's ill-informed, so he goes.
He starts going along with it.
Yeah, man, I get it because I'm smart.
Dude. Then he just knocked his fucking house down, dude, in front of everybody.
That's what it is.
Sometimes it's actually the smartest thing to say. I have no fucking idea,
dude.
It is, or just not even saying it.
I never, ever pretend to know. Because I don't want to get fucking called out on.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll pretend to know.
Yeah,
I can't think of the exact circumstances, but sometimes I might feign knowledge of things.
Sometimes people can say simple things to me that I should know, and I'll go, "What's that for again?"
Yeah.
And then they'll say, "Oh, okay, cool."
Now I'm like, "Oh yeah, the 12th president. I know who that is."
Yeah. I'll be like, I have
no
idea.
Eisenhower.
Oh yeah, John Adams, the 12th president.
I was like, I'll just be straight up.
Jackie Clemens.
I don't know.
Speaking of stand-up, I finally watched the first episode of the new Twilight Zone.
I pee.
Oh, gotta go. PP, I need you for this one. Did you see the?
I've watched zero Twilight Zone since I was 12.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame because when you were 12, they were already in their 5th season of the Twilight Zone.
It's still black and white TV.
Had the tubes on the television. It has it's Jordan Peele is the narrator of it. It was pretty good actually. Sarah and I watched it and it's got Kumail Nanjiani.
Might as well be speaking Chinese to me. Nah, I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know who that is.
Kumail Nanjiani.
What is he in? What does he look like?
He's an Indian guy. He's in that movie The Big Sick. He's a comedian.
Maybe. Does he have hair?
Yeah. He's got black hair. And he's a brownish complexion.
Oh, he's brown.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not Indian either. He's Pakistani. Pakistani.
Dude,
He's Pakistani.
What would happen if you spoke in front of a live audience of Indians and you said you was Because Pakistani.
Tomato.
Hey,
Yeah, it's funny because people do that to me all the time. They don't know what the fuck I am, so they just assume something.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine. I'm so mixed. I don't even need to be classified in it.
I don't need to be part of a group like that. It's fine. It's no big fucking deal.
Yeah. Anyways, Twilight Zone first episode. It was kind of interesting. It was about and it's cool. Also, Tracy Morgan's in it. You know who that is, right?
I know who that black gentleman is.
There you go. He's a black guy. He's a comedian.
he just had
Where have I seen that guy?
Yeah, didn't he? No, he just had his Bugatti run into by like a fucking minivan.
Yeah. That's the guy. Yeah. I'll take you to my toaster.
Nah, I know.
I had it with breakfast. that guy, Tracy Morgan.
Tracy
So, anyways,
I know of him. Yes.
Yeah, I guess Kumail Nanjiani is playing like a stand-up comedian at some little club or whatever. And like, I'm gonna just synopsis the whole fucking episode from front to back.
Cool.
No, it's cool because like the guy wants fame and stuff, and he's like, oh well, you can have the fame. This fame comes at a price, and he's like this old timey. Tracy Morgan plays this old timey comedian, and he's like, you got to give up the shit though, to like be the dude. And he's like, yeah, I want it. So like he clinks glasses, and it's like after that, everyone that he mentions on stage ceases to exist. Anyone that he mentions personally in his act ceases to exist, and it starts becoming like a Death Note kind of situation.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Where it just spirals out of control, and it's a cool episode, and I didn't expect it to be that good.
Yeah,
and it was really
They're
great.
pretty
actually.
good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'll check it out.
I only watched one episode. So
they're not all done. I don't think they're done it all by Jordan Peele. I think he's just the figurehead for the relaunch.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
he plays a good narrator, but the fucked up thing is that
you're waiting for a crack.
hearing him talk like that, like, and you swear like in your head you're like he's playing a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's speaking as if Rod Serling.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for him to say something funny.
Exactly. Yeah. You're like,
I can see
stop
that.
playing a character, bro. Like, it's funny. Yeah.
Whenever I think of him, I just think of MC Mom. So.
That one you
I saw
said,
that shit is fucking hilarious.
God damn, I love it.
You
One of my favorites.
You need to send. We're gonna send you more because I remember you said you didn't really watch too much Key and Peele. But dude, they're filled with fucking hilarious.
Dude,
hits.
MC Mom is like
MC
one of my
Mom is
favorites.
fucking great.
So good.
My favorite is the
Talking about that dude
Continental.
masturbating and shit.
And then it's like and it's like and she's like, oh, the beat changed.
Yeah.
Like and then she gets fucking raw.
Yeah, and Jordan Peele's a fucking he's a genius. I think
That shit was really dope.
Yeah.
The show I'm watching right now, or we just finished, is Working Moms. I'm not proud to say that I've been watching it, but it's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty funny.
Wait a minute, you said Working Moms, and you said it was funny.
Yeah, it's strange times.
No, wait, is that with
I can't tell you not one person that's in there, dude.
I can't think of him either.
But it's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
Because Ruth was watching it, and so I sit down and I'm forced to watch it because she's watching it. You know?
I've been lagging on.
it's
I'm
pretty
pretty
good.
sure you two have probably already gone through it. How's the new Stranger Things?
Oh,
Sarah's watching it more than I am.
Okay.
I kind of fell out of it.
I'm
The
done.
new season.
We finished the season. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I watched season 1. It's
better than season 2.
Like, it's so good. And she's like, "What'd you think of it?" I was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the '80s."
Yeah, season 1's dope. I like season 1.
Is there any? It seems like to me they're just dragging this story on at this point.
I would say it's like Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know-
God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like
There's no real resolution. I mean, I would think they would even kind of try for a little like deeper of a resolution in some of these final episodes of the season. But it seems like they're milking it the best fucking way possible they can. They're stringing that shit.
There's
as
collecting cash. But I'll tell you a show that you guys should for sure watch. It's just fucking dope. Is The Boys. That shit is dope.
Oh, that's Amazon, right?
Yeah, that shit is dope.
And it's about all of the it's about superheroes, right?
About superheroes incorporated. Like they're part of a corporation, and that shit is dope.
How close is it to Watchmen?
Dude,
Why did you mention Watchmen?
It's nothing like Watchmen.
Well, just because that's very close. I mean, at least from what I've seen, it seems like, where you have regular people who are masquerading as superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But these are actual superheroes, right? Like they actually have superpowers.
Well, they have.
Well, the Watchmen have superpowers.
Some of them do, right?
Yeah, some of them do.
So you have
no, I think all of them do. They're just like they're not that amazing, except
well,
for
like
Dr. Manhattan.
what's the guy who dies?
The comedian.
The comedian.
He's like super strength.
He has super strength.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, some of them are just like baseline shit. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have your Superman figure, you got your Wonder Woman figure,
Yeah,
you got your Aquaman figure. Like they're all like figures of real superheroes.
What's
but,
the
like,
black dude is the Flash, right?
The black dude is Black Noir.
No, but I mean,
he's not. No. There's two black dudes.
Isn't there a black dude who can run fast?
Yeah,
as shit?
he's like the Flash, right?
Okay.
And then you got Black Noir, who's kind of like Black Panther, I think.
The funny thing would be that if he's just a normal black guy, he's just a fast black dude. They're like, God, how do you run so fast? He's like, I'm not super fast
at all.
I'm just black.
I'm just black and I can fucking run fast.
Got African genes, baby.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do?
Man, I could never catch you. You are a Flash.
Dude, you used to run from Black Panthers. Now you Black Panther.
Now you is a black.
You guys,
in Africa,
I'll have to check that out.
all those Panthers in Africa.
like
Yeah.
I'd rewatch
You have to do
it.
that.
It's fucking. I don't want to hype it up too much, but dude, it's fucking dope. It's worth watching. We binge watch.
I'm happy
that shit.
when I find a new series to watch, so I'll check that out.
There's some shit in there where you're like,
I've been slipping on that.
I need stuff, by the
wondering
way.
whether because I thought it was just some Watchmen offshoot.
nah, dude, it's pretty good.
we canceled our DirecTV. High five.
Good, yeah, nice.
Fuck you, DirecTV, dude. They raised their prices like insane.
And then didn't they drop a bunch of channels?
I don't know what channels they drop. I was reading up on it. Like, I guess they've lost like 250,000 subscribers in the past year because like their price. It is crazy. It's like over $100. You're like, come on now. So we just got our Hulu and Netflix and our Amazon. So I'm like,
That's all we
perfect because Amazon. I need to find some dope shit.
I can't do it.
The
That's
shows
dope. You've made the transition to, contemporary
nomads
ways
now.
of viewing
Or television
of
nomads.
consuming media.
There's some cool alternatives too. Like I think I might have even told you guys about it. There's some smart TV app called
do
like
YouTube?
Philo TV. Yeah, you can do
YouTube has shit, yeah.
Hulu has TV also. They have Hulu Live.
Yeah.
But I heard of this one called Philo TV, and you get 58 channels for $20 a month. And the channels that are included are pretty dope. Like you get Viceland, which half of my shows are fucking Viceland.
Yeah,
that I
you watch
watch
a lot of Viceland.
Yeah, I watch a ton of Viceland. So it's like I'm like I can compromise with that.
yeah, I mean, we have.
Also, in reality, less TV is better.
Have you been?
I think we
Yeah.
all know that.
I was going to ask you if you had watched this, but I think you're actually the one who turned me onto it. When Action Bronson watches Ancient Aliens.
The new season's starting.
Those are amazing.
Dude, they're hilarious, dude.
I was watching the one. I mean, it's older, but the one with
Yeah.
Tyler on it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they're fucking great, dude. They're funny.
He's like, where's Göbekli Tepe? And he's like, what does he say? He's like, I think it's in Turkey, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Alchemist is like Slavic, right? And then he's like, no. And he's like, yeah, but Slavic. And he's like, no. And then they just pan to Tyler. And he's like, who has the answer?
Yeah. It's great, dude. And that's cool that you mentioned because they just did a new season of it. And
these are like new. I've been seeing because they've been doing like a marathon.
They've probably been playing the old ones
So just
to
playing the
hype
old
up the
ones.
new
and shit.
ones.
I've
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
all of the old ones.
That's dope, dude.
You have to watch that shit. Have you ever watched it?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
You didn't like
it? It's cool. Bronson, sometimes I'm like, I'm warming up to him. You know what I mean? Where
He's not the...
He's not the
sometimes
relief.
He's a dick.
He's a dick.
Sometimes he's a dick, and you're
Yeah.
like, all right, man, relax.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I like watching it for Big Body Best.
Big Body Best is hilarious, and Alchemist.
And Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Those are the
also-
two.
yeah,
Big Body
yeah.
Best and Alchemist.
Okay.
Mayhem, too. Mayhem Loren is like fucking fantastic.
Sometimes
he's funny,
he's
dude.
too cool. He's too cool for school.
He's funny because like he plays like that, but like if you watch him solo, like he like a solo, like he'll do like a solo cooking spot for Viceland.
Yeah.
He's fucking funny, dude. And he's
Yeah.
got great like metaphors and shit just in his normal conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, this dude is like, you could tell why he's a rapper on the side
Yeah.
because like the way he speaks, he says like some weird shit, and you're like, oh, dude, that's a kind of a beautiful way of
I
saying
love
it.
fucking watching. A lot of people don't know Alchemist is he's wealthy. He's from wealth.
Oh, really?
I had
And
no
dude,
idea.
he's a grimy fucking
He's
white
grimy.
dude. Always been a grimy
Yeah.
white dude.
Yeah.
But he grew up rich and shit like that. Him and goddamn, you're gonna know who this guy is. Who is the guy who was he was the agent in what's that series that used to come on HBO? It was about Hollywood lifestyle and it was huge.
Oh, you're talking Entourage?
Entourage.
Uh-huh.
He was the guy who played the agent. He was like the main agent.
He played Sam Wise and
Sean Astin?
yeah.
John Astin. Him and Sean Astin, Alchemist and Sean Astin grew up together, and they had a fucking a rap group and shit like that. And then they split off, and Alchemist became the Alchemist, and he became
Sam.
Yeah,
became Sam.
Became Rudy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's wild for me to always look at him and see him as a grimy New York. Like when you think of Alchemist, you think of fucking Mobb Deep and shit like that, and you're like, holy shit! Like he's steeped in New York grimy hip hop culture.
Yeah.
And he's essentially a rich kid.
Well, if you watch what's it called? Action Bronson's traveling food show. I always forget the fucking
Fuck That's Delicious.
Fuck That's Delicious.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
Because he takes all those dudes around to different places. Alchemist is fucking hilarious because he eats something. Yeah, that's right.
And he never likes anything that's high class.
They're like he'd rather just have a cigarette and a beat machine in front of him, and that's what he wants. Yeah, that's interesting that he came from like wealth. You wouldn't think that.
And then who else you have? Knowledge is there sometimes.
Yeah,
and he's always just silent. He's just like smoking some shit. Every now and then you see him over there on the little beat machine and shit like that. Yeah, Knowledge reminds me like he would be the me if you guys were doing that. I'd just be sitting.
Fucking sitting around,
looking around and chill.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, man. We have the same thing. Netflix, Hulu. We have HBO Go and Prime.
Don't get me wrong.
You don't miss commercials.
I love DirecTV. They have their shit together. Out of all the providers, they got their shit straight. Everyone else should follow their fucking model the way they're doing it.
What do you mean by that?
They're too expensive. Like streamline the way, just the user interface. Of their how you're fucking you're able to access all your shows and
Time Warner isn't bad, man. They've upgraded their shit. It's not. I haven't checked it out. It's not.
I've had Time Warner before, and it was garbaggio compared to the DirecTV.
So that's like old school and shit like that. They've looked at a lot of DirecTV. They follow them.
They should, because then you're gonna have no competitors.
Because we have on demand now. With Time Warner, and that's a newer thing.
Yeah,
that's been around and fucking with DirecTV
for a long time. Right? For a long time. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna miss is the super cheap renting of movies like out of nowhere. Did
you guys see that you can get movies on YouTube like legit like but they have ads, but dude, you can watch like I don't know what the fuck it's the new Terminator and
really
yeah it's weird.
I don't know about that. I mean, I've watched old movies. Like I just watched fucking
No, these aren't ones that people have uploaded. It's straight up.
I watched shit that people have uploaded.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Needful Things. I like was watching all of these old Stephen King. I watched Cujo. Cujo's really fucked up. Fucked up movie.
It's about a dog terrorizing a mother and her son. They're stuck in a fucking like.
and then I fell down a rabbit hole because I didn't realize that Cujo is set in Castle Rock. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
there's Castle Rock on Hulu, so everything is fucking connected.
Yeah,
and then Needful Things as well is in Castle Rock.
I don't think I watched that.
Needful Things is about it's basically the devil comes to a small town in Castle Rock and he opens a small store that promises that anything that you would want within your life, no matter how small or big, he'll give it to you. But the trade-off is that once you receive whatever you're asking for, you have to play a prank on someone as like as a form of payment. So you can't pay for these things that are in this storefront. The only way that you can pay for these actual things is that you have to play a prank on somebody, and it's not a regular prank. It has to be a prank that's almost bordering
you're fucking dead.
It has to be bordering on life or death. So
it's got to be a jackass.
Yeah,
prank.
The idea is that
shoved a fucking rocket up your ass.
The idea is that because he's the fucking Prince of Evil.
Yeah.
He's not even interested in any money or anything. He doesn't really want people to die. He just wants to create so much anarchy and drama and bewilderment amongst people that when he leaves, they can never retain whatever like peace and solace that they had before he showed up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, he's the devil.
Why you? What's wrong with me?
I'm sorry. I was trying to pull up a Vice article on Talk About, and this dude was talking to a woman. And then the guy's like, hey, he said don't fucking touch her. She said don't touch her, whatever. And he tears off his shirt, and he has a Yakuza like body like thing.
A Nori or some shit.
Yeah.
Full body.
And he tears it off thinking it's going to intimidate this dude in the casino. And this dude starts fucking smashing him in the face. And the dude's stumbling around, and the dude goes to get back up, and he goes up and does a side kick to his body, and the dude goes through some chairs.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Yakuza are
Wait, the
scary
Yakuza
if
kicks
you're in
the
Japan.
kicks the other dude?
No, the dude kicks the Yakuza guy.
Oh, he just
Here. I just,
Stop
it
that
was me. I
bullshit.
was trying not to laugh.
The Yakuza gotta understand, like, you're not as intimidating when you're not in Japan with a whole bunch of fucking people with guns and knives and shit. You know?
Yeah.
If you're just here out on the streets, any normal guy, any Joe Schmo is gonna fucking mop you
He's
up.
gonna put hands on you.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about you or your stupid
this
tattoos.
nigga tore his shirt off. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
That's the, he's like showing his fucking tats.
Got them.
Ooh, oh my god, he beating the shit out of this dude.
Yeah, and then he does a shitty sidekick. Like you can tell.
Oh, he's
dude
about to
doesn't-
Luke Kang, isn't it? Oh, dude, he's stumbling around. God damn.
She's like, wham.
What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They fucking that dude up.
Dude, he beat the shit out of that dude. Dude, he fucking Ryu sidekicked that nigga. And then punched him when he fell on the ground. Like, take that one. Take that one before I walk off.
And they put it to a silly montage with fucking with the fucking Street
He
Fighter.
has a
shit.
Hadouken. Like,
Yeah, man.
that's fucked up. You know?
What else? What
You
else?
know that dude's probably dead though.
You guys
now.
gonna have to keep talking because I'm gonna watch the
No,
whole
it's all
video
right.
now.
So what else is new? Trey, you working on your stuff? You portfolio things and stuff like that?
No. It's not. It's nothing has stopped there. So I'm still grinding. But I mean, to be honest, like I don't think I can really do too much more. It's just putting shit up at this point.
Yeah.
I love how that guy totally whiffed on him when he was on the floor like that. First off, when a guy's head is so low to the ground, sorry, I just
Wait, he missed him?
Yeah, he missed him a couple times.
I'm like, what? Why even try and punch someone so low? You might as well kick them in the face.
Yeah.
The sidekick wasn't great.
Sidekick is hilarious.
The sidekick looked fake for some reason.
It wasn't great at all, but I mean, it did the.
I've
trick.
seen better sidekicks, to be honest.
definitely
I think
did the
I can
trick.
throw a better sidekick than that.
Oh, of course. He threw a fucking schoolyard sidekick.
Yeah, he did.
I think at that point, when you know you could just beat this guy up, I'd start doing silly shit. Like I'd just try and like suplex him and shit. Like I'd get up on top of the roulette table and just swanton bomb him. You know,
Put him in the Boston Crab.
humiliate him. Yeah, fucking lion tamer him. Yeah.
Drop your fucking thigh on him like Hogan.
Yeah, man.
He has a terrible chin, dude. He got hit like 2 times. He couldn't even stand up again. He was like,
Well, that's the problem with Yakuzas. You're not an MMA fighter. You're just a bad guy. Like that's it. Like I don't care about people, but you're not.
somebody throw him a gun.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Someone make him dangerous. Like, throw him a gun. Make him dangerous. At the end of the day, if you don't know how to fight, you're not fucking dangerous at all. You know.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's great.
Man, yeah, but
And what a cheap shirt to fucking just be torn off
like
that.
like tissue made out of
That
tissue.
makes me think it was pre-cut. He was waiting for someone to piss him off in the night.
Yeah,
Like, all right,
Here we go.
Speaking of Hogan, he tore that shit up like Hulk Hogan.
He's torn off like
yeah.
Hogan. Yeah.
Now he's all
That just tells me that the quality of your shirts is fucking bad.
Yeah, you got to get better quality shirts,
Fucking
man.
sloss and swap meat hands.
I don't, those ones might even be. Yeah, you can't tear a Gildan like that. I'll tell you that. That's like trying to tear a fucking tarp in half.
Dude, those shits are so fucking thick and rough.
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah, they are.
It's like trying to rip a sleeping bag in half.
Dude, it hurts your face when you pull it on.
I used to
man.
hate fucking buying shirts off the internet and they would come printed on
I
Gildan
hate
shirts.
that shit, dude.
Like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Really?
Any shirt they can buy at a liquor store?
Couldn't give me a Eurocut soft shit.
Anything
Tri-blend.
besides that
Nigga
shit.
can't get a tri-blend.
Nope, no tri-blends.
So, you guys,
Your skin doesn't deserve it.
So, you know how Elon Musk, he sent a bunch of satellites into space for, because they're trying to launch a free internet for everybody.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was like, that's cool. That's nice he's doing that. But why is he doing that? And then the thing came up
You
to
said they're trying to launch free internet for everybody?
Launching multiple satellites in so that everyone
dude, if you see the video, it looks like we're being invaded by aliens, dude. Like,
yeah,
by
I've seen
UFOs.
it.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy. But I was like, but why? Okay, to help people, that's fine. But then I realized, like, he's getting ready to release his Neuralink to be connected to the.
So excited for that. I'm going to have free internet and Neuralink. Oh,
Dude.
you're going to be in the year 2000. I'm going to be in the year 2050.
But he needs those satellites up there so he can connect all the fucking brains, right? Or whatever's gonna happen. I
That
don't know.
shit ain't gonna be free. That's what motherfuckers always say.
He's like, you got a chip in your head, don't you? You owe me $500 a month.
I mean, I just don't know how it's
the
going to
chip
work.
makes you pay the $500.
Yeah, you can't
wanna
even
pay that
stop it.
shit?
Auto debits out of your fucking...
You got
You
idle
feel
hands.
it for some reason. You're like, oh, it's getting debited.
Motherfucker.
Idle hands.
You
dude.
feel it when you overdraw. You're like, oh. I don't get how you're going to get the internet in your brain though. Like,
I don't
what
know.
does that
I don't
even
get.
mean?
I don't know.
I don't
either.
understand that.
Is it gonna be like the Matrix where
It
you're like
would
I
have-
know kung fu?
Yeah, it would have to work in conjunction with something external. You know what I mean? Like a little, like a Dragon Ball Z energy meter. You know? Something like that.
You know what though?
Can you like turn the volume up so you just can't hear shit that's going
on at all?
Like you just have fucking like a doggy style playing in your head, shit at like full volume. People are like,
That would
excuse
be
me, sir.
fucking- How dope would that be?
Excuse me, sir. And you're like,
See, but I want to get to that point where I just think of I'm just like doggy style, boom, 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 and I'm just like right away, like it just starts. But that would be fucking ill.
that's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
Because then when you're like in any corporate setting or any job setting, they can't mandate that you can't have like
You would have your own walking.
you'd have
theme
your
song,
own
right?
shit.
Yeah.
You like you're walking out in the
Hopefully,
UFC.
it wouldn't be like Striking Vipers, where like your eyes have to fucking turn into scorpions
and
eyes.
like glaze over. Yeah. Dude,
what the fuck, dude?
I've been
Sorry, I'm fucking my best friend right now, but I'm not gay.
dude, I've been watching the new Modern Warfare multiplayer shit.
Steve, I'm just gonna fucking say that. Steve, I want to hear you tell me on the podcast right fucking now that you promised me you're gonna get that game.
He can't
See?
do it.
Steve,
Dude.
I'm
He's
having
gonna
a
do it.
baby in October, and you can't promise that. I want the
Okay.
fucking game.
All right, I'll get it, but now I have to do a $300 investment into
How?
the one.
It's not $300 anymore.
How much is it?
It's probably like $50. That was like, it came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I need to get the new system so I can have
Get a
that.
refurbished one. It'll be even cheaper.
Yeah.
Steve, did you see this? Oh shit.
What was it? Oh, dude, I sent that to this dude I follow on Instagram called Ed's Manifesto.
Oh yeah, I've
That
seen
nigga,
that guy.
He was
yeah.
close to pulling that shit off. I
Dude.
had to look. I was like,
I was like,
what-
what?
oh,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's a motherfucking. I'll check it out.
Dude in Brazil.
Is it Brazilian drug lord.
Yeah, he tried
dressed
to,
up as his daughter.
His daughter.
I saw that. That's
Hilarious.
Guy tried to escape
Doing
prison.
some fucking big mama shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking points.
Yeah.
Points for trying though.
The Brazilian
dude, straight
guy
up.
tried to get out. I think he had just been sentenced to like a life sentence or something in prison, and then he tried to escape
and leave his daughter in there.
He tried to like wear a woman's face mask.
Where'd he get
and a
that mask
wig.
from?
I don't
Dude,
know.
no idea.
And he's
looked
really good.
hideous.
He probably got it from his
He looked
daughter.
hideous, but I mean, for what he was trying to accomplish, pretty good mask, bro.
All you need is a security guard who's on his phone, not paying attention.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, see ya. Like, out. It's worth a try. Fuck it. If you're in for life, it's worth a try. What are you gonna do?
You're right.
Hey man, all I seen was a weird looking Asian little girl. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
But hey, yeah, creepy as fuck though. But
No way
good try.
that's- no way.
He tried it, man.
Good fucking try.
He's in prison forever. He already has 73 years, so he wasn't going anywhere.
Fucking
No,
worth it.
he
It's worth
wasn't-
the try. I would try it too.
So Steve, tell me more about the Modern Warfare. Then.
Oh, dude, that shit's pretty. It looks pretty dope. It
you
looks
saw?
pretty good.
I sent the trailer. Did you see the multiplayer?
Yeah, dude, it's dope. And the night vision looks really good, man. I was waiting for them to bring that back.
It got my blood pumping.
I got pretty excited.
I was like,
Yeah.
UAV online. I'm just ready to hear that again.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife is too.
I'm sure I'm sure both our wives are. Sorry, baby and
Baby
toddler.
one, baby two.
Sorry, baby one and baby two. Papa's doing what he loves, and it's not fathering you. It's calling in UAVs and murking.
I'm putting whiskey in your bottles.
Yeah.
I should
Steve,
buy
look.
one. Beat it most
179.
worst player ever.
179.
179.
Boom, eBay right there. 180.
Oh, I'll go buy a couple
But
of
you
them.
know, as soon as you fucking get it, something new is gonna come out. You'll be like, fuck.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's always like that.
$110 right there,
Wow.
Steve. Buy it now. You
Yeah.
can get it by August 12th. Steve,
Where you
can
at?
get it in 4 days.
But is that
Amazon?
new? Is it new?
Probably refurbished or is it new?
No, this one's pre-owned, but it's refurbed.
But what's the memory on? It's gotta be-
500 gigabytes.
Oh my
How much
God.
more do you want?
What does it cost new? You might as well buy a new one.
It ain't good
Is
unless
that
it's
much
a-
more.
I think
couple
he's right. It's like
terabyte.
$300. Yeah, Steve's right. It's like one. It's like yeah.
Xbox.
But you know what? I only play one game and I use everything else for just media.
I mean, you could get Hulu and all that shit on here if you
Yeah.
really wanted to.
I mean, at some point,
need some extra stuff.
my shit's gonna give out.
$300.
Look at that fucking girl. What a beautiful ass fucking baby.
Yeah, it's a cute kid.
Look at her little chunky ass face.
That's not new though, right?
yeah.
Is that new?
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. She looks larger than that.
She's
like she looks
humongous.
taller than that. Like
she's
she's a bigger person. And the one that you just posted on Facebook, I just saw it today.
No, she's a
I was
monster.
like, that's a little woman.
She looks, when I see her sometimes, I'm like, she's like a little.
And she's all tanned and shit. Did you guys change that or something?
Dude,
she really tan like that?
She goes to fucking Disneyland like every other
Look
day.
look how fucking brown she is.
that one.
Yeah, she's a brown ass.
Dude,
baby. That's why I said
Brazilian
hashtag
tan.
brown Betty, because she's so brown. She's a little empanada.
If we have babies, they're definitely gonna come out like dark.
I hope that when you have your baby, I hope that generational thing comes through, and the baby's just a black baby.
Yeah, maybe. Might be. Okay, I'll take it.
She was like, fuck, man.
She's like, why would you wish that on me?
Can we try again?
Don't wish that evil on me.
Don't you put that
evil on me. But with blue eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm like, well,
dead. Hopefully it's a boy. Hopefully it's a boy.
No, it'll be a girl with blue eyes.
Fucking
green
no,
eyes,
dude.
something. I'm like, oh, no.
Because both of our mothers have blue eyes.
Everyone, you're going to have to,
I'll fucking have to bury some bodies, dude. You know how it is.
There's going to be some burying for sure, Steve.
Yeah. It's a
pile
of teenager shoes.
Kanye.
What happened to Kanye?
No, it's cool. They've been like this new thing that I've been seeing is that they have all these tables set up and they go and it looks like lunch and they say what lunch table would you be sitting at, and it just has all these like random things. They've been doing it in a sports context, and then sometimes it's in a like a hip hop context.
More seeking to label you and put you in some kind of
it'll
box.
be like this has table 1. Well, it'll say like what table would you sit at? The first table in the lunchroom is Outkast and J. Cole. You got
why is J. Cole sitting with Outkast?
I don't know. It's just hypothetical. You got number 2 is the Hot Boys or Kevin Gates. You guys don't even know the fuck Kevin Gates is.
That's probably an interesting because the Hot Boys are there.
And you got Kendrick and NWA at a table. You got Wu-Tang and Biggie at a table.
That's a big ass table. You're telling me that table is like is big enough to accommodate both Christopher Wallace and all of the Wu-Tang clan?
And then you got Tribe Called Quest and Lauryn Hill at a table. You got The Roots and Kanye. I was like, why would Kanye be hanging out with The Roots?
I don't know.
That's odd. Yeah. You got Tupac and UGK. That's a weird pairing.
I think they're just doing that on purpose. They're like putting like people who you wouldn't normally think together. I don't know.
And you got Jay-Z and Nas.
Okay. That's
out of that.
Some of those are just seem arbitrary.
My heart would want to be with Tribe and Lauren.
Yeah, of course.
But I'd probably be at The Roots and Kanye table.
Yeah, it's probably a good table to sit at too. Yeah.
You don't think they'd argue?
Yes. So that's probably why it would be amazing.
I just want Kanye to talk. Just tell me about shit, Kanye.
Yeah. Like Kendrick and NWA, that's a little too hard for me.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna fight somebody.
Maybe.
They're probably gonna fight the Hot Boys.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Speaking of people, another person that we didn't really cover it, but poor Ross.
Oh yeah,
Ross
let's say
Tree. You remember last
slow
time
clap for Ross Tree.
You remember last time we saw that dude?
Yeah, I think we were watching the fake Dune, weren't we?
No, what we were doing is we were getting ready.
Was he there?
Yeah. That was at the Grand Jazz. He was there, but he wasn't performing. He was in the audience.
It wasn't the last time we saw him, though. Last time maybe, but last time I remember seeing him is when we went to go, we were in downtown, and a taxi cab driver was cutting us off.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even a big deal. It wasn't even a big deal. We're like, all right, dude, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, man, stay in your lane. You know what I mean? There's 4 lanes. You don't need to, like, cut us off like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, shut up, you faggots. And I was like, oh.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, and you wanted to get out the car.
I got out of the car.
Ross G told you guys?
No, Ross G was in the back. It was in the back of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did you say? And I got out of the car. I was like, you fucking just called you faggots?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I should fucking slap you in the mouth. I was like, what's wrong with you, fucking stupid
He's like,
asshole?
you would slap me just like a faggot. Steve was really mad.
I was fucking pissed. I was like, why would you fucking say that, dude?
Yeah.
Like the audacity to even say some bullshit like that, right? And that's fucking so
gross.
No, dude.
Yeah,
it's not okay, dude. I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyways, back on that. I was like, you're fucking tough because you're talking at me like fucking tough. And he's like, hey, man, relax. I was like, relax? You started this bullshit.
Steve was not happy. I think I was sitting in the car. I didn't even think I got out. I was just kind of sitting there.
I was like, fuck you. And then you're like...
I didn't care. I was like, the guy called us a name. Who cares?
Yeah. it was more like principle on the shit, right? To be saying shit like that, you know. And
I was just like, I hope Steve drags this guy out of the car.
and then you go, huh? Is that Ross G? That's Ross G in the back. Hey, what's up, man? I was like,
wait, the whole time he was just
sitting there watching it, didn't say shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's up, man? I was like, hey, watch out for this guy. He's gonna get you fucking shot, man. He's talking to people like that.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's true. I remember you said that.
And then we got in the car and we left. And I was like, dude, like I didn't give a shit until he just started getting wild. And I was like, you're gonna get wild?
And the fucked up thing is that Ross was probably in the back like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like he was probably like,
I don't want to be part of this. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to be a part of it.
And I was like,
all I want to do is make space beats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, and after, whenever something like that happens, like I always feel like ashamed of myself. I'm like, I probably should just relax.
I was just like, who cares? Like, you know how many times people have said things to me while I'm fucking driving? Like, it's whatever.
But he's like, what do you say? But the way he said it fucking was set me up. Okay.
It's because he calls you the F word.
No, it's not even that. It's just the way he said it, right?
No, man, I ain't gay. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what Steve.
Yeah. I was fighting for my heterosexuality. No, he said, shut the fuck up, faggots. And I was like, oh, maybe it triggered off like a high school thing. And I was like, wait, what? Don't say some shit like that.
You think because we pretty and we hanging out with each other?
Well, because we looking
No, you would have been hilarious though if you got out and fucking tuned me up. And I'm sorry.
You're right, I'm a faggot.
I'm a faggot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
I got really emasculated you.
I thought about that. Do you think a dude could beat you up enough to make you change your mind about something?
Yeah. For sure.
You think so?
Dude.
I think Steve thought that when he was getting ragdolled by Gokor.
Yeah, there's been dudes that fucked me up. And
they whooped your ass, but you think they could beat your ass enough that at the end you'd be like, you know what, I'm just going to change my mind and say whatever they want me to say.
I don't know.
I don't know if that...
listen,
I just have to go out. You just have to knock me out.
I was going to say, like, I'd probably go out on my shield, but I've been to a point to where, like, could I stop this dude if he wanted to rape me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I
you know
get
what I mean?
that.
Like, it's like, holy shit.
Obviously, there's people in this world I'd fucking...
Dude,
eaten alive.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if it came down to they're like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you so bad that I'm gonna make you say something you wouldn't otherwise say, just to get you to stop. Holy shit, that's a beating, bro.
I don't want to say I wouldn't because
I mean, if it was Mike Tyson in his prime saying that to me, I'd.
I don't want to say
can he
that
just knock you out and then you just go out? You don't have to say I'm sorry.
But what if he like tortures you though? Like
that's what I was thinking.
Torture. And he's just like punching you in the face, but not enough to knock you out. Just fucking smashing your face.
I guess.
Well, I mean, like your orbitals are smashed in, right? Your teeth are fucking coming out.
Can I throw my head against his fist so that I knock myself out?
A bunch of times, bro. Yeah. Yeah, like when your face is fucking mush, you're gonna say whatever.
That's some evil shit, by the way.
That's why I mean, I've been hit with some shit where I was like, if I got hit like that 10 times a year, I don't even know if I could take it. I'd be like, dude, I'll say whatever you want. I'm I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think half the people would fare as well as they think they would.
But only because like, but I'll have to say, I would take it as far as I possibly humanly could. I'd be so stubborn. But then
PJ's like, I just say that shit right away.
I don't know how many like just normal punches I want to take to the face.
That's the thing, man.
'Cause I've never been punched full like 100% in the face,
dude. I've
been barely punched in the face, and I'm like, that didn't feel great,
dude. When you get hit like a full solid one, honestly, you don't feel it.
The only time I've been hit for the full thing was when I was sparring. Was those gloves?
Well, I'm saying you get hit, you don't feel it. Your body just reacts to it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
you're kind of like
you got Gumby fucking legs, and you're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
You'll feel it afterwards, but like when you wake up or something, I've never been fully knocked out, so I can't say. But I know that every time I've been hit extremely hard, I didn't feel it. I just saw flash and my body reacting to it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, like a headache. You're like,
that has to be insane to not have like your faculties about you.
It's
not
fucking weird, man. Like I know how to walk, but I'm just it's not happening.
Yeah, you're like you're dizzy. Your brain is taking like a mild concussion, basically.
I've only taken 2 hard shots ever, and that's how it was every time. And then I've taken a liver shot. And the first time I took it like a fucking champ. I was like, not me.
Yeah.
As it gets stung a little bit, not me. And then he fucking just tendered it up, and then he hit it again, and I was like, I didn't go down though, but I fucking felt it.
Yeah, I've had someone do like an example punch, like in my liver with like a little bit of oomph behind it. And I'm like, dude, any more? Why is these liver so sensitive?
I've never taken that type of.
Your liver, like I heard it spazzes and it shuts you down. Like you drop, you have.
It's got to be real. How many fights have we seen? All right, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
We don't know where the fuck we left off.
So,
but apparently,
you guys probably missed a shit ton of conversation. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. So. You missed out.
Yeah, it decided to stop on its own.
We had a grand old time.
Yeah, I gave the secrets of life, and
Steve answered the questions.
Are you saving all the old episodes on it? Maybe that's what it is.
No. I've exported them. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it says your startup. I have no idea. I have to double check.
Weird. Anyways, it's that time.
It's been a good one, y'all. Yeah. Any closing thoughts on anything?
Yeah.
Nope.
If you got pets or even family or friends that you haven't talked to in a long time, or just pets, just know they're not going to be there forever.
True.
And just cherish those moments. I mean, I know it's a cliche to say, but like
unless they're taxidermy,
that's true.
Yeah, then you can put them on the wall. But
look at them forever.
Grandma's on the wall. But just try to get in that space and really understand that, like, when they're not there, what it really is. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Weird thing. So, all right, everyone. Enjoy your night.
All right, y'all. Sorry that you guys missed a huge chunk of
we're not professionals
of the conversation, but you guys got something, and hopefully what you got is gold.
And it's free, so fuck off. All right. Love you guys.
We'll definitely give you a full stream next time.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Take care.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.